Okay, so let's just dive right into this. The shapes you see on a website, they're not just there to look pretty. No, they're kind of the silent puppet masters of perception, subconsciously influencing how you feel and what you do. We're going to break down the incredible power of two really fundamental design approaches, the natural versus the structured.
Just think about it for a second. Some sites, they feel like a gentle hug, right? While others are just all business. Well, that feeling, that's not an accident. What you're experiencing is the deep psychological impact of shapes, and today we're going to explore exactly how that works. All right, first up, let's talk about designs that take their inspiration from the natural world. This is where websites stop feeling like a bunch of rigid boxes and really start to feel, well, alive.
I mean, the name pretty much says it all. Bios means life, and morphe means form. So biomorphic design uses all those elegant curves and asymmetries that you see everywhere in nature to create this sense of fluidity and connection. Think rolling hills, not rigid skyscrapers.
So why do we like these shapes so much? Well, it's actually deeply rooted in our psychology. These flowing forms are basically the visual equivalent of a reassuring pat on the back. It just makes a digital experience feel way less intimidating and much more human. They're also fantastic for guiding your eye in this gentle, intuitive way, making them a perfect fit for brands built around wellness, creativity, or nature.
But of course, it's not all just flowing streams and good vibes. Wielding these organic shapes, that takes real skill. Their very irregularity can be a total nightmare for responsive design, and if you're not careful, that beautiful, elegant curve can quickly turn into a chaotic mess that just confuses everybody.
Okay, let's shift gears. We're going from the flowing river to, say, the meticulously engineered aqueduct. It's time to talk about the absolute bedrock of structured design, geometric shapes.
Yeah, this approach is all about man-made logic. We're talking squares, triangles, perfect circles, and these unwavering straight lines. These are the building blocks of stability, strength, and a kind of no-nonsense, modern clarity. And here's the key difference in how these shapes communicate. They don't whisper, they declare. They just cut right through the noise to project structure and reliability. And from a technical standpoint, oh man, they're a developer's dream. They make it so much easier to create balanced, responsive layouts that just snap cleanly into place on any device. That's exactly why you see them dominating in tech, finance, and e-commerce. But here's the catch. If you lean too heavily on pure geometry, your website can end up feeling, well, cold, sterile, and just plain boring. The real challenge is to use their strength without creating an experience that's totally missing that human touch. So, what we have here is the free-spirited artist versus the exacting engineer. But who actually wins? Well, the answer is a little more nuanced than that. It's less about a winner and more about strategic deployment. This is the core question, isn't it? But honestly, one isn't just intrinsically better. The word better is completely dependent on context. The right question is, better for what purpose? Better for what brand? And of course, better for what audience? Looking at this side-by-side comparison, it makes the difference crystal clear. You can see how biomorphic forms create that fluid, storytelling experience, which is perfect for natural, human-centric brands. Meanwhile, geometric shapes build these defined, task-oriented paths for modern, efficient brands. The crucial point here is that your choice has direct consequences for both the user's journey and your brand's message. And this, right here, just brilliantly illustrates the whole point. Your shapes need to tell your brand's story instantly. Are you a flowing river or a steel skyscraper? An eco-friendly retreat? It needs curves. A cybersecurity firm? It needs sharp angles. The visual language has to match the brand's voice. But really, why choose a side when you can broker a beautiful peace treaty? So often, the most sophisticated and effective designs don't pick one or the other, they blend them. This is where the magic really happens. Just imagine a stripped, geometric grid that's then punctuated by a beautifully curved, organic call-to-action button. See? This creates balance and this deliberate visual tension that can be incredibly compelling. I absolutely love this analogy because it's just perfect. The combination of geometric structure and biomorphic flair shows that a design can be both organized and engaging, predictable and surprising. It has both discipline and a little bit of soul. So, how do you make this choice for your own project? Well, it always starts with your goals. What are you trying to achieve? What feeling do you want to evoke? Then let your content guide the decision. And finally, and this is crucial, don't just guess, test your designs. Data is the absolute cornerstone of effective design.
So, what have we learned? There's no magic bullet in this biomorphic versus geometric debate. The best choice is always the one that authentically reflects your brand, resonates with your audience, and helps you achieve your specific goals. It's not about what's trendy, it's about what's strategic.
So, will you go with the flow, get straight to the point, or find that perfect synthesis? Choose wisely, because the shapes you use aren't just seen, they're felt, and what they say about your brand speaks volumes.